Virgo 2026. The year you update your operating system, less optimizing, more freedom. Virgo, if 2026 had a name, I'd call it the year you update your operating system. Not an update like changing the theme color for fun, more like updating the way you run your life from the inside. Because honestly, Virgo lives like a real system admin. You look at everything and instantly see what needs fixing. Your schedule, habits, work, relationships, how you talk, how you spend money. You're not someone who enjoys chaos. You like structure, logic, rules. And because of that, you're good. You're steady. You get results. But the problem is, when you've been running the old O's for too long, it starts throwing small errors you don't notice at first. At the beginning, it's just a little tired, slight insomnia, a bit irritated, a little less joy. But slowly it becomes a pattern. You optimize so hard that life has no room to breathe. And 2026 shows up to tell you something very directly. Not everything that's optimized will make you happy. This year, you still need a system. But your system needs one more thing: freedom. And freedom here doesn't mean living recklessly. If Virgo goes impulsive, you won't even tolerate yourself. Virgo's freedom in 2026 looks like this. Freedom from the feeling of, I always have to be right. Freedom from carrying too many things because you're afraid they'll break. Freedom from checking and rechecking until you tighten yourself into stress. And most of all, freedom from the loop of I'm not good enough yet. To help you picture it, here's an image. Virgo is like a machine that runs super precisely. But 2026 feels like a few gentle electric jolts inside the system. Not to break you, to help you notice some parts need upgrading. Some settings are too strict. Some things you're doing are beyond what's actually necessary. In Inner Cosmos data for 2026, Virgo gets activated pretty clearly by drivers like Mars square Uranus, Mars square Venus, Uranus square Venus on the Virgo-Gemini axis. In simple terms, your rhythm emotions, relationships can have moments of on-off, plan changes, and little pushes that pull you out of your comfort zone. And the strongest season tends to be from around mid-July through the end of September, like a peak arc where you steer your life differently. But wait, don't panic at steer. The word alone makes Virgo want to build a backup plan immediately. I get it. So in chunk 1, I'm not making you memorize dates, planets, or anything complicated. I just want you to understand the logic of the year. 2026 has two big buttons: reset and upgrade. Reset is clearing what's overloaded. Upgrade is adding new features so you can live lighter and still stay effective. And Virgo's new O's in 2026 has 3 key modules. Module 1, Scheduler. Your schedule should serve you, not the other way around. Scheduler is the calendar in your head. And Virgo's scheduler is usually impressive, detailed, clear, done properly. But the weakness is, you set your schedule like this: I'll rest after everything is finished. Except in real life, there's always another thing. In 2026, if you keep using the old scheduler, you'll feel something weird. You do a lot, but you don't feel satisfied. Because what you're missing isn't achievement, it's space. So your new scheduler needs 2 things. 1, fixed breathing room, so the system doesn't overheat. 2, clear priorities, so you don't get dragged around by small tasks. Sounds simple, right? But Virgo often fails at clear priorities because everything feels important. And 2026 forces you to learn the lesson: not everything important is important to you. The most practical framework is, in each phase, you only keep 3 main lanes. In 1 lane for career, project, skill, role. In 1 lane for health, rhythm. 1 lane for relationships, love, family, friends, community. Everything else is secondary. Nice to have, not life or death. If your scheduler tries to hold everything, your scheduler is what burns you. Module 2, Firewall. Boundaries aren't to fight people, they're to protect your energy. Firewall is what Virgo needs most in 2026. Because drivers like Mars, Venus, Uranus tend to create situations where people pull you in, surprises happen, emotions spike, work intrudes on rest. If your firewall is weak, you'll get breached non-stop. But Virgo's firewall usually breaks in one place. You think boundaries are selfish. You're afraid saying no will make people sad. You're afraid setting limits will make you look difficult. So you choose the easiest option. Fine, I'll just do it. 2026 teaches you a new kind of boundary, clear but not tense. You don't need to argue. You need standards. For example, instead of long explanations, you use OS-style sentences. I can do it, but I need a clear scope and a clear deadline. I can support, but I won't take full ownership. You need response time. I'll come back within this time window. This kind of firewall doesn't make you cold. It makes you professional, and it makes you sustainable. Module 3, Patch Clarity, Virgo's clarity moments in 2026. There's another driver that stands out in the data, Mercury conjunction Sun at Virgo. In everyday language, that's the periods when you suddenly wake up mentally. Suddenly you know what you want, you know what's right, what's wrong, what to continue, what to stop. Virgo 2026 will have moments like that. And your job is, don't let them pass. Because Virgo has a thing, you understand fast, but you hesitate to act. You want certainty. You want enough data. You want every risk controlled. But 2026 has a different rhythm. When it's clear, you have to decide. Not 100%. 70% is fine. Decide so you can enter real life and adjust. This is also where action drivers like Mars sextile Sun at Virgo Cancer support you. When you move at the right time, things flow more smoothly than you expect. In other words, 2026 isn't telling you to be reckless. It's telling you not to freeze because you want perfection. A very Virgo 2026 story. Let me tell you a situation that feels painfully real. There's a Virgo who's great at work, reliable, trusted by everyone. And because everyone trusts them, everyone hands things over. They live like a transit station. The boss's tasks, the team's problems, the family's needs, even the partner's emotions, all pass through them. On the outside, they look fine. But inside, it's like an overloaded server, hot, laggy, and crashing at midnight. And that crash isn't because they're weak. It's because their firewall doesn't exist. 2026 comes, and suddenly, the schedule gets jolted. Things don't follow the plan. People change. An old goal doesn't fit anymore. And they panic, because Virgo panics when control slips. But right there, they do one small thing. They update the OS. They stop trying to control everything. They pick 3 priorities. They protect rest like an appointment. They say no without long apologies. And weirdly, life doesn't collapse. Work still runs. Relationships stay okay. The only difference is, they feel lighter. That's Virgo 2026. You don't have to tense up for everything to be okay. You need the right system so you are okay first. End of Chunk 1. 3 OS update. Moves you can do immediately. Before we move into Chunk 2, the steering season and those sudden plan changes, hold on to these 3 moves. Short, doable, very Virgo. Move 1. Change the question in your head. From, how do I do this the best, to, how do I do this the most sustainably? Just changing the question changes what you choose. Move 2. Set 1 untouchable hour every day. A 30-60 minute window. No one gets to invade. No new tasks, no tense texting, no handling drama. This is how you cool the system down. Move 3. Write your 3 priorities for the next 90 days. Only 3. And every time a new task drops on you, ask, does this serve those 3 priorities? If not, reduce scope or decline. Your firewall starts here. Okay, Chunk 1 ends with one sentence. Virgo 2026 isn't forcing you to become someone else. It's forcing you to change how you run yourself. Again. Chunk 2. Virgo 2026, the steering season, when life jolts you so you live more correctly. Virgo, I'll say this first so you don't panic. 2026 has steering moments, but steering doesn't mean things are broken. Steering this year is like you're driving your usual route and Google Maps suddenly pops up. There's a faster route. You don't have to turn. But if you turn at the right time, you arrive lighter. And the funny part, also the hard part, is that 2026 steering usually doesn't warn you. It's not like, this month you will change. No. It's like, you wake up thinking it's normal, then by noon a text, a call, a sentence, a deadline, a feeling, makes you realize, wait. I don't want to live like this anymore. Good I am. This is the season Virgo gets jolted the most because you live on plans. You feel safe when things are in your hands. So when something forces you to change plans, your first reflex is control. You want the reason, the outcome, the risks, the backup plan. But 2026 teaches you something interesting. Sometimes what you need to control isn't the situation, it's your principles. Situations can change. Plans can change. Principles stay. And here's the key to getting through steering season without exhaustion. Don't lock your plan. Lock your principles. Your principles could be, I don't trade health for deadlines. I don't stay in a blurry relationship. I don't take work that isn't my responsibility. I don't delay just because I want perfection. I don't let other people decide my life. Lock those principles, and even if life turns, you won't get lost. Now let's be clear, Virgo 2026, steering usually comes in 3 types of situations. See which one feels like you. Steering type 1, schedule steering. Things were fine, and suddenly, you're overloaded. This one is so real. Work suddenly piles up, the team suddenly lacks people, a project suddenly expands scope, the boss suddenly asks for a small favor, and Virgo by habit says, okay, I'll do it. By the time you realize you're doing the work of 3 people, it's too late. You start sleeping badly, getting snappy, eating oddly, and you feel something very clear. You're living to chase deadlines, not living to live. 2026 doesn't steer like this to make you fail. It steers like this to teach you something Virgo often lacks: negotiation. Negotiation isn't fighting. Negotiation is asking the right questions. What's the priority of this task compared to that one? What exactly is the scope? What part am I owning? Can this deadline be negotiated? If I take this, what are we dropping? Sounds like a lot of questions, right? But that's how you save your system. And here's the mantra: taking work without clear scope, EQ manufacturing future drama. If Virgo wants peace, Virgo needs clarity. Steering type 2, emotional steering. Suddenly you can't tolerate blur anymore. There are things you can tolerate for a long time. You don't yell. You don't dramatize. You just endure. But 2026 has moments that make you ask, wait, why am I trying this hard? And in love, it might look like you suddenly realize you're always the one initiating. You suddenly realize the other person talks well, but doesn't follow through. Or you suddenly realize you have to guess every day, and you're tired. With friends, coworkers, family, it might look like you notice people take advantage of your kindness. Or you're always forced into the mature one role. This kind of steering happens quietly. Nobody sees it. You just feel, I don't want this anymore. And this is where you use the firewall module of your new OS. Say one clear sentence, set one limit, and accept that some people won't like the upgraded version of you. But Virgo, people who dislike your boundaries are usually the ones who benefit when you have none. Steering type 3, direction, steering. This is the most common one for Virgo in 2026. You start wanting to change how you work, your role, your environment, or at least how you define success. You don't necessarily have to quit your job. But you'll feel, I don't want to just finish tasks anymore. I want to do something with real value. I want more time in my life. I want a skill that gives me options. Direction steering sounds huge, but it starts with one small sentence. What do I actually want? And that answer doesn't come from thinking harder. It comes from trying. So instead of forcing yourself into one big decision, 2026 favors smart steering. Try in cycles. A Virgo-friendly tri-cycle looks like this. 30 days. Try learning a skill. Try a small project. Try a new habit. 60 days. Raise difficulty. Create real output. Portfolio case results. In 90 days, review, worth continuing or not. This is steering without panic, because it's structured. Plan A, Plan B, Plan Chill. Virgo's anti-panic formula for 2026. Okay, here's a formula that's extremely Virgo and extremely useful for plan changes. Plan A, your main plan, the thing you truly want. Plan B, an alternative plan, still moving toward the goal, but lower risk. Plan Chill, a plan where you do nothing major, just keep your rhythm and protect energy. Virgo often gets stuck because you think only plan A counts. And when plan A hits friction, you panic because it feels like failure. But 2026 teaches you, Plan Chill isn't quitting. Plan Chill is survival strategy for the long road. Example. 1. Negotiate a role change. Lead a project. Plan B. Stay in the role, but on one module, build the skill. Plan Chill. Change nothing big. Clean the schedule, cut excess work, sleep right, build portfolio lightly. You're still leveling up, just at a different speed. And when you have Plan Chill, you stop fearing steering. Because you know, even if life changes, you still have a path. The biggest steering moment of 2026, you'll tolerate less. Honestly, the biggest steering isn't about job or love. It's about one habit, silent endurance. Virgo tends to think, just push a little more, then it'll be fine. But in 2026, there are moments where you push and it's not fine. And that's when you understand, endurance isn't a virtue. Enduring too long is just delaying what you need to do. So, 2026 gives you a new kind of courage, the courage to make small changes. Small but consistent. Change your rhythm. Change how you take tasks. Change how you love. Change how you speak. Change how you treat yourself. A steering moment sample so you can hear it clearly. Picture this. You have a perfect plan. Finish task this week, rest on the weekend, learn a skill this month, speed up next month. Then boom, something happens. Task A expands scope. Someone says one sentence that makes you feel empty. Your body flags exhaustion. What would old Virgo do? Push. Carry. Guide. Stay quiet. Endure. Handle it alone. What would Virgo 2026 do? Pause for one beat. Ask, where are my principles? If this work crosses your boundaries, you negotiate. If this relationship is blurry, you clarify. If your body flags exhaustion, you switch to Plan Chill. You didn't lose control. You changed strategy. And that change sounds small, but it changes the whole year. End of Chunk 2. 3 moves to get through steering season. Before we go into Chunk 3, communication and boundaries, short, sharp, and lighter. Remember these 3 moves. Move 1. When something happens, don't ask why, ask, what do I do next? Why pulls you into spirals. What next moves you forward. Move 2. Write plan, a Plan B, Plan Chill for the thing you're most worried about. Just writing it down calms your nervous system by half. Move 3. Pick one non-negotiable principle for 2026. For example, I don't sacrifice sleep. Or, I don't take tasks with unclear scope. Or, I don't stay in blurry relationships. Pick one. Keep it. Okay. Chunk 2 ends with one sentence. 2026 steers you, so you live right, not so you live hard. Now let's go to Chunk 3. Communication and boundaries. This year, the shorter Virgo speaks, the lighter life gets. Shangyin. Chunk 3. Virgo 2026. Communication and boundaries. Say it short, say it clean, and feel lighter. Virgo, if 2026 has one skill that changes your life immediately, it's this: clear communication. And clear doesn't mean talking more. Actually, it's the opposite. This year, the shorter you speak, the lighter your life gets. Why? Because Virgo has a very specific communication habit. You think more than you speak. You edit your sentence in your head before it leaves your mouth. You weigh, will this hurt them? Will I be judged? Will they misunderstand? And because you weigh it too carefully, you end up choosing silence. Silence to keep peace. Silence to avoid tension. Silence to avoid complications. Silence to keep harmony. But 2026 is different. Because this Virgo Gemini rhythm activates your brain, chew words strongly. You'll meet situations where if you stay silent, you'll be tired for a long time. Tired in a way nobody sees, but you feel. Tired from misunderstandings. Tired because people keep guessing you. Tired because you keep being the emotional shock absorber. So, 2026 teaches Virgo a slightly harsh but very real principle. If you don't say it clearly, you create drama in your head. Not because people are bad, because you didn't set the boundary you needed. And I know what Virgo fears most in communication: being seen as difficult, being seen as heavy, being seen as too intense. But here's the truth: mature people aren't scared of your clarity. Mature people love clarity. Only people who benefit from blur fear your clarity. This year you don't need to speak like a movie character. You just need a structure. I call this style soft but firm, gentle but solid. Level 1. Tell your truth without blaming. Virgo often does this. When you're annoyed, you go silent. When you finally speak, you sound sharp or overly detailed. So the listener gets hit, becomes defensive. 2026 teaches you a different way. Start with your truth. Instead of, "You're always like this, you're so careless," you say, "I feel a bit anxious when things aren't clear between us." Instead of, "So everything I do is wrong?" you say, "I need to know what the criteria is so I can do it right." Instead of, "Why does everyone dump work on me?" you say, "We need to finalize scope and priorities because I'm overloaded." See? Every sentence starts with, "I need," "I feel," "I want." It keeps the conversation from turning into a war. Level 2. Boundaries aren't no. They're the conditions for yes. A lot of Virgos hear boundaries and think, "I have to say no." But sometimes you don't want to refuse. You just want clarity so you don't get dragged. So 2026 boundaries look like conditions. At work, I can do it, but I need a clear deadline. I can support, but I won't take full ownership. If this is high priority, we need to reduce that other task. In love, well, I want to continue, but I need us to be clear. I need alone time to recharge. I'm okay with you being busy, but tell me one sentence so I'm fine. With family friends, if we care about each other, we talk respectfully. I help, but I can't help with everything. I need rest, I'll reply later. This kind of boundary doesn't create drama, it creates a frame. And frames make Virgo calm. Level 3. Say less, but say it earlier. Virgo waits to be certain before speaking. But by the time you speak, it's usually late. Your irritation has already built up. 2026 wants you to speak earlier, when the feeling is still small. Imagine your feelings like a tiny stain. Wipe it now, it's clean. Leave it for 2 weeks, it becomes a mark. And Virgo hates marks. So here's the rule. If it's 3:10 uncomfortable, speak. Don't wait for 8:10. At 3:10, you can speak gently. At 8:10, you either explode or disappear. The 3-line message exercise. Virgo's 2026 communication weapon. I highly recommend this because it's peak Virgo. Short, clear, no rambling. When you need a hard conversation, write 3 lines in this format. Line 1. The fact, no judgment. Line 2. Your feeling need, only about you. Line 3. A proposal, one concrete action. To your partner. We've been talking less lately. I feel a bit anxious because I need clarity. Can we set a time to talk honestly about what we want? To your boss. This task scope has grown compared to the start. I'm worried quality will drop if I take more. Can I confirm scope or extend the deadline? To a friend. That sentence you said that day made me uncomfortable. I need respect in conversation. I'm saying it now so we avoid this next time. 3 lines. Say it, and you feel lighter. No thesis required. Virgo, communication in 2026. The biggest trap is explaining too much. Virgo has a reflex. You're scared of being misunderstood, so you explain. But the more you explain, the more doors you open for debate, misunderstanding, exhaustion. 2026 teaches you this. Not everyone needs to fully understand you. They just need to respect you. So instead of long explanations, state your principle. For example, I don't work after 11 p.m. I don't join disrespectful conversations. I don't continue blurry relationships. Period. Dia. No long reasons. A principle is a principle. And here's the weird but true thing. When you talk less, people often respect you more. Because you stop showing them where you're wavering. In 2026, Virgo Gemini can make you overthink words. Some days you'll think, why am I misunderstood today? Or, why does everyone nitpick what I say? Remember, that's the year's rhythm. It's not you being bad. It's just communication noise is higher this year. The Virgo solution is simple. Keep it short. Confirm in writing if needed. And don't debate to win, debate to clarify. A powerful closing sentence is, I want clarity, not competition. Say that, and the whole tone changes. A story that fits 2026 perfectly. There's a Virgo who always plays the buffer. Buffer for tasks, buffer for emotions, buffer for drama. Because you think, I'll carry it so it's faster. But inside, you store it, piece by piece. You don't speak. You don't set limits. People get used to it. They think they're fine. Then one day you overload and disappear. No texting. No meetings. No explanations. People are shocked. And you're shocked too, because you think, how'd I become like this? 2026 wants you to avoid that ending by doing one thing. Speak earlier, speak shorter, speak truthfully. No need to be harsh. No need to vanish. Just be clear. End of chunk 3. 3 communication moves that lighten life immediately. Before we go into chunk 4, love and attraction, strong pull, strong push. Hold these 3 moves. Move 1. Pick one signature boundary sentence. For example, I need clear scope and deadline. Or, I need clarity to feel safe. Practice it until it becomes natural. Move 2. Use the 3-line message for every hard conversation. Fact, need, proposal. Short, D. Clean. Done. 1E. Move 3. When you want to over-explain, stop and state a principle. Principles are firewall. Over-explaining is opening the door to exhaustion. Okay, chunk 3 ends with one sentence. In 2026, the shorter Virgo speaks, the lighter life gets. Way. Chunk 4, Virgo 2026, love and attraction, strong pull, strong push, not drama. Virgo, let's talk love. And I'll say this first so you don't worry. 2026 isn't forcing you into drama. But it has a very specific vibe, strong pull and strong push too. Like, you can feel attracted fast, or notice someone on your frequency very clearly. But there are also moments you suddenly want space, breathing room, your own lane. If you've ever felt, why do I want closeness today and distance tomorrow? 2026 is the year that feeling can show up more. Not because you're messy, not because you're confusing, but because drivers like Mars, Venus, Uranus create an on-off rhythm in emotion and connection. And the biggest lesson here is, you don't have to choose between love and freedom. You need a kind of love with structured freedom. Sounds weird, but it's very Virgo. Virgo doesn't hate freedom. Virgo hates freedom without rules. Virgo hates blur. Virgo hates randomness that forces you to guess. So Virgo love in 2026 is healthiest when it has two things at once. 1. Clarity. 2. Space. Clarity so you feel safe. Space so you can breathe. Now I'll split this into 3 parts. Single in a relationship and the blurry zone. Because 2026 especially doesn't suit blur. If you're single, 2026 can spark quickly. Virgo usually doesn't fall impulsively. You don't chase beauty and rush in. You observe, are they stable, kind, mature, reliable? But 2026 has a vibe that can make Virgo feel attraction faster than usual, especially towards someone with unusual energy, different from your typical type. They might be smart, fast-talking, mentally compatible, independent, free-spirited, not conventional, or they make life feel more open. The pull is that you're being drawn out of your comfort zone. And Virgo comfort zone is usually stable, correct, low-risk people. But here's the trap, Virgo starts analyzing feelings. You like them, but you ask, is this the right kind of like? Is this person sustainable? Do they have a future? Am I being naive? Virgo, analysis isn't wrong. But in 2026, analyzing too early kills the vibe. What you need is testing the rhythm, not closing the case out of fear. A dating formula that fits Virgo 26 perfectly. Try 3 times before you conclude. In date 1, do we vibe? Date 2, do we respect each other? Date 3, is communication rhythm stable? After 3 times, you'll have enough data without overthinking. And remember one sentence. The right person doesn't make you guess too much. If you're guessing from the beginning, that's a 2026 red flag. If you're in a relationship, 2026 is the year to negotiate space. The word negotiate is peak Virgo. Because this year, your relationship may meet a new need. You need more personal space. Personal space doesn't mean you stopped loving. It means you need to breathe. You need alone time. You need focus for work, health, your life system. And if you don't say it clearly, your partner can misunderstand. Are you cold lately? Are you bored? Do you not need me anymore? Then drama starts, when it didn't have to. Here's a sentence that fits Virgo 2026 perfectly. I still love you, but I need space to recharge. When I'm okay, I love you better. A mature person understands. A person who doesn't gives you important information. And besides space, 2026 also asks you to upgrade clarity in commitment. Not poetic promises. Clear actions. Clear meeting rhythm. Clear way you handle issues. Clear boundaries with others. And most of all, respect each other's life rhythm. Love doesn't need non-stop romance this year. It needs smart stability. If you're in the blurry zone, 2026 will drain you the most. Okay, I'll be direct here. 2026 is not a blur-friendly year for Virgo. People who like you, but won't say it. People who care, but stay unclear. People who appear when they need you, and disappear when you get serious. If you're in that situation, 2026 will pull you back and forth. One day hope, one day disappointment. This is the strongest pull-push vibe. But Virgo 2026 has a new strength. You tolerate less. You'll reach a point where you ask, wait, what am I doing? And you'll want to close it. The Virgo way to close it, no drama, just one clear question. Use a sentence like, "What kind of relationship are we in? I need clarity, so I know where I'm going." Yes, or, "Say, are we serious? If not, I'll stop so we don't waste time." Is that cold? No. It's mature. It saves your emotional bandwidth. Strong pull, strong push. Sometimes it's a trigger, not lack of love. Virgo has a common misunderstanding. When you feel irritated, you assume we're not compatible. But sometimes irritation isn't incompatibility, it's a trigger. Triggered by what? Fear of losing control. In fear of abandonment. In fear of not being enough. And the other person having a different rhythm. 2026 gives you more situations to see those triggers. And this is where the new OS matters. You don't react immediately. You don't disappear. You don't investigate them. You pause and ask, what am I afraid of? Naming the fear reduces 50% of the push instantly. Then you use communication, chunk 3, to state your need. That's how you keep love without losing freedom. Virgo 2026, Love Checklist, Structured Freedom. Here's a new checklist, not the usual, ideal partner list. Just 4 words. 1. Die. Clear. Words are clear, no guessing games. 2. Steady. Contact and meeting rhythm is stable, no vanishing. 3. Respect. Respects time, boundaries, lifestyle rhythm. 4. Breathe. Together, but still space to be yourself. If a relationship has these 4 words, Virgo 2026 loves beautifully. If 2, 3 are missing, you'll get drained. A small story so you can see the pull-push clearly. A Virgo meets someone who's amazing to talk to. Smart, quick, interesting, strong pull. But that person lives freely. Communication rhythm isn't steady. Strong push. Virgo starts checking. Why no text today? Why late reply tomorrow? Why hot and cold? The more Virgo checks, the more Virgo drains. Then Virgo wants to disappear. But Virgo 2026 does it differently. You ask the clear question. What are we? I need a steady rhythm. 2 outcomes. They understand and adjust, and the relationship stabilizes. Or they don't want to, and Virgo stops, instantly lighter. No drama, just clarity. End of chunk 4, 3 moves to love without losing freedom. Before we go into chunk 5, career decisions and strategy, hold these 3 moves. Move 1, when you want to check them, check your need first. Do I need clarity, or do I need reassurance? Name the need and you'll say the right sentence. Move 2, negotiate space with words, not silence. Silence makes people misread you. 1 clear sentence solves it. Move 3, if blur drains you, close it with 1 clear question. Clear to continue, clear to stop. Both are lighter than guessing. Okay, chunk 4 ends with 1 sentence. Virgo 2026 doesn't need perfect love. You need love that's clear and has room to breathe. Not the chunk 5, 8, 10 minutes. Virgo 2026. Career stops being grind. Choose the right battlefield. Faster decision. Virgo, career time. And I'll be blunt, 2026 doesn't reward the person who grinds the most. 2026 rewards the person who chooses the smartest. Because this year's energy feels like life changes rhythm. Steering moments, clarity windows, noise windows. If you keep doing everything the old way, you'll spread your energy too thin. You'll do a lot, but not level up. So Virgo 2026, career isn't about overtime. It's about decisions. Decisions about what? Where you want to stand in your field. What value you want to be paid for. Whether you grow deep or grow into leadership. And most importantly, what working style won't cost your life. Virgo is very capable. Your weakness usually isn't skill. It's 1 sentence, let me think more. Think more to be sure. Think more to reduce risk. Think more to have enough data. But life doesn't wait until you finish thinking. Opportunities arrive and leave. And 2026 forces you to learn one powerful skill. Decide at 70%. Decide at 70% means enough data to take the next step, then adjust while moving. Virgo likes 95%. 2026 says, no data to you. 70% is enough. And here's the battlefield you need to choose in 2026. One main direction. Don't pick 5 lanes at once. Don't try to learn, switch jobs, build a side project, lead, earn more, all at the same time, and end up with everything half done. I recommend this Virgo Clear framework for choosing your battlefield. Skill, system, showcase. Battlefield 1. Skill. Increase your value per working hour. This is the most Virgo-friendly lane because you learn solidly. But 2026 wants you to learn differently. Leverage learning, not learning to feel safe. A leverage skill is a skill that can raise your income, open new role opportunities, or make you harder to replace. And it has one key trait: it can be proven with output. So, ask this whenever you learn. How can I show this? Portfolio, case study, demo, project, article, dashboard, process, anything visible. If you can't show it, you'll study and forget. And Virgo hates invisible progress. Battlefield 2. System. Upgrade how you work so you don't burn out. This battlefield helps Virgo last. System isn't just to-do lists. System is how you accept tasks, and how you communicate deadlines, how you protect rest, and how you turn small tasks into templates. 2026 is perfect for turning pain points into systems. Example: tasks come with blur. You build a scope question template. You overload often. You set a 3 priority per week rule. You get pulled into other people's work. You define ownership boundaries. System makes Virgo powerful and light. And when you have system, you stop tensing. Battlefield 3. Showcase. Let the world see your value. Virgo is humble. You think, if I do good work, it's enough. But good work that nobody sees doesn't attract opportunities. Showcase isn't loud PR. Showcase is packaging results. 2026 supports things like updating CV LinkedIn with measurable outcomes, writing 3-5 posts in your field, building a clean portfolio, or simply reporting achievements more clearly at work. The Showcase mantra: it's not bragging. It's letting people price you correctly. And choosing the right battlefield. Choosing the right role. Virgo 2026 often stands at 2 paths. Path A, deep specialist. You become the best in one area. Solve hard problems. Upgrade quality. Optimize systems. If you like stability and depth, this fits. Path B, leadership, ownership. You take bigger ownership, lead modules, lead projects, mentor, define process. If you want more influence and higher pay through scope, this fits. And the key: you don't have to choose forever. You choose for 2026 using Decide at 70%. One main path, one secondary. Don't make both your main, you'll burn out. 2026 Rhythm. Clarity windows versus noise windows. In inner cosmos data, Virgo has clear, clarity moments, like Mercury Sun in Virgo. Periods where you suddenly know what you want. Speak more confidently. Decide faster. Get cleaner results. Your job in 2026. When clarity comes, decide one thing. One decision, one project, one learning direction, one step toward. When the year enters noise, when life jolts plans and emotions flicker, don't force big decisions. Switch to system, hold rhythm, protect energy, protect boundaries. Virgo's common mistake: decide during noise, hesitate during clarity. 2026 wants you to flip it. Clarity, decide, side. Noise, protect, rhythm. Virgos, safe lane change script. 30, 60, 90. If you're thinking about switching role, switching job, or shifting direction, here's a Virgo perfect script because it's structured. 30 days. Pick the direction to test. And make mini output. Connect with 3 people or 3 strong sources in the field. 60 days. Build a real project, even small. Package it into a case, portfolio. Key, test the market. 90 days. Decide, continue or pivot. If continue, speed up. If pivot, don't shame yourself, just change strategy. This is lane changing without panic, because you always have data. Virgo 2026, career trap. Taking more work just to keep peace. Have you ever accepted extra work just to avoid being questioned? Like, fine, I'll do it so I don't have to explain. That's the trap. It gives you short-term peace, but it steals your future. 2026 asks you to change the reflex. Instead of carrying to keep peace, be clear to keep peace. Clear scope, clear deadline, clear priority, clear ownership. That peace lasts longer. End of chunk 5. 3 moves to level up career without grinding. Before we go into chunk 6, the year map, 4 seasons, 4 missions. Hold these 3 moves. Move 1. Choose one main battlefield in skill, system, showcase. Only 1. 2026 doesn't reward doing all of it. Move 2. Decide at 70%. Make one small decision every week. Even a small decision counts. Drop one useless task, accept one aligned project, state one boundary clearly. Move 3. When clarity comes, lock in a real step. Don't let the bright moment pass as a nice idea. You need action. Okay. Chunk 5 ends with one sentence. 2026 doesn't need you to grind. 2026 needs you to choose right and decide faster. Now let's go to chunk 6. Virgo's 2026 year map. 4 seasons, 4 missions. You can apply it without memorizing dates. Chunk 6, 8-10 minutes. Virgo 2026. The 4-season year map. 4 missions, no dates required. Virgo, last chunk. And I'm going to do this in the most usable way. No forcing you to memorize dates, no making you study astrology like homework. I'll split your 2026 into 4 seasons, each season with one main mission. You only need to remember the mission, then match it to your real-life rhythm. And I'll repeat the whole spirit of this series. 2026 is the year you update your operating system. So this 4-season map is basically when you reset, when you steer, when you lock decisions, and when you standardize. In Inner Cosmos data, Virgo has one very clear peak arc from around mid-July to the end of September. Think of it like the middle of a movie where the main character pivots hard. Before and after that is preparation and harvest. Okay, let's start. Season 1, early year, January-March, mission, reset the system. Early year for Virgo feels like opening your laptop after a break. It runs, but it might lag because too many tabs are open. You're the same. You can feel motivated, but you also carry background tabs from last year. Unfinished business, draining relationships, off-rhythm habits, and the feeling of, I have to do better. Season 1 isn't for speeding up. Season 1 is for reset. Virgo style, reset means getting the scheduler, reset boundaries, firewall. Choose 3 priorities for the next 90 days. You do best when you ask one very Virgo question. What is draining my battery the most? Then you handle 1, 2 of those drains first. If you try to stack 10 New Year, New Me goals at the start, you crash your system. So, Season 1's rule is less, but cleaner. Assign you reset correctly, your mind feels lighter, sleep comes easier, and you stop feeling like you're always behind. Season 2, mid-early year, April-June mission, choose one direction and build momentum. After the reset, Season 2 is when you pick a main lane. It's like you cleaned your desk, now you do the real work. Season 2's mission, choose your battlefield, skill system, showcase, and build light but steady momentum. If you choose skill, you learn deeper and create output. If you choose system, you optimize your workflow to last, templates, process, priority rules. If you choose showcase, you package results, portfolio, CV, profile, or clearer achievement reporting. The trap to avoid in Season 2, doing many things to feel safe. Virgo thinks, the more I prepare, the safer I am. But 2026 doesn't give safety through scattered preparation. It gives safety through focus. A perfect season, 2 question. If I do this consistently for 3 months, what will change my level? Just one thing. That's enough. Season 3, the peak, around July-September, mission, steer, test new things, but don't burn your rhythm. This is the most important season. Season 3 is the life jolt season from Chunk 2. And in Inner Cosmos, Virgo is activated the strongest here, so you may face things like plan changes, emotional shifts, perspective shifts, changing how you view work and love, or simply, you can't tolerate the old life anymore. Season 3's mission isn't keep everything the same. Season 3's mission is steer intelligently. Intelligent steering means test new things in 30, 60, 90 cycles. Keep principles rigid, keep plans flexible. And most of all, don't destroy your lifestyle rhythm. Virgo can steer in extremes. Forget it, I'll throw everything out and restart. But that burns your system. This year you don't need extremes. You need strategy. Season 3 has one mantra. I change direction, but I don't change my boundaries. Boundaries are sleep, health, clarity in relationships, and how you accept work. Love in Season 3 can also feel like strong pull, strong push. Your mission isn't to investigate, isn't to disappear. It's to clarify. One correct sentence in Season 3 can save you from 3 months of overthinking. A sign you're doing Season 3 right. You feel like you're living more truthfully, even if it feels new and slightly unfamiliar. Season 4, late year, October, December, mission. Close, standardize, harvest. After the pivot comes the harvest. Season 4 is when you review. What you tested and loved, you keep. What you tested and drained you, you drop. This is the standardization. Season 4's mission. Turn what works into a system. For example, you gained a new skill, turn it into a new work habit. You set better boundaries, you turn it into your communication signature. You loved more clearly, turn it into your relationship standard. You found a healthier rhythm, or turn it into lifestyle. Season 4 is also when you reprice yourself. If you did the year right, you'll feel more confident, faster decisions, less self-punishment. A Season 4 practice that's very Virgo and very effective. Your year-long done list. Write 10 things you did. Not spectacular. Just real. Because Virgo forgets to acknowledge itself. Season 4's closing sentence is, what makes me sustainable, I keep. What makes me exhausted, I drop. Close the whole Virgo 2026 year in 3 guiding sentences. Okay, here are the 3 sentences that summarize your year. Remember these, and you'll be fine. 1. Reset before you speed up. Clean the system early year. 2. Decide fast when it's clear. Protect rhythm when it's noisy. Mid-year, peak season. I'll mine. Love and work by principles, not by anxiety. So you don't push yourself into exhaustion. And if I had to pick one manifesto for the whole year, it's this. Being great doesn't require tension. Being great requires the right operating system.